I saw your tweet last night. I kind of want to start off with that. And you said, I don't know how you comp guys do this one game and it's over and it's devastating. Can you take us through, like, spoiler alert, and like take us through what you're feeling with that, like the all the anticipation, the build up, and then it ends.
Yeah, I mean, I think I tweeted that this morning. But
Oh, that was yeah.
yeah, last night, I don't know. At least it's a double and limb tournament, so I had to lose twice. I lost to S Sicken twice. Both games were pretty freaking miserable. Uh, don't have much more else to say other than that. But like, to be fair, like, I mean, I also sent you the, and I have actually, I've gotta interrupt you. I've got such bad echo, I can't think.
Oh yeah. Let me plug my headphones. Sorry, I've been trying to get things over.
It's miserable. I
to,
just hear myself talking back to me.
Yeah, thanks for pulling that out.
Oh, thank you.
You should be good now.
Yeah. Okay, this is so much better. I also sent the game I played versus T Davis, where I get very fortunate that game, and the game isn't particularly close because of it. I end up actually winning by. I didn't have to sweat it all because I get really lucky. I get like a sack fumble. I get like a diving pick with the acrobat. Just like everything went my way that game. Where my first game versus S Sickened, I dropped 2 bombs where you get a little poke out animation from behind. He didn't throw picks. Like, we're gonna see that. Like, I dropped everything. It was really, really frustrating. And then obviously I sack fumbled on my last drive of the game when I was in field goal range. Like, I was on like the 18 with 30 seconds left, and I dropped back to pass and sack fumbled. But
so do you think
I mean,
sack fumbles should?
Like, that's Madden.
Like, so do you think sack fumbles shouldn't be in the game, or like how would you balance that?
It's really, really hard to say. It's really hard to say. Because like I mentioned, I got really lucky. I got a sack fumble against T Davis, and I actually took mine for 7 before half. So that is literally a 10 to 14 point swing in a game based off of a sack. And people will be like, "Well, don't take sacks then." And I understand that. And sack fumbles do happen. But there's already a huge punishment for taking sacks. Like, taking sacks, they almost kill drives. Like, you lose 6 to 7 yards. But I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, they happen in the NFL, they should happen in Madden. I understand that. But in terms of competitive Madden, they're really, really rough. Like, to lose a game like that, it felt so out of my control. Like, I got disengaged up the A gap, didn't see a guy come through, and I take an average sack and the ball's on the ground. Pretty rough. Pretty rough.
Somebody says just play on conservative. Does conservative stop that?
Unless it does, unless you're throwing, which I wasn't throwing. I wouldn't have. I should have switched to conservative in the red zone. But I wouldn't have fumbled in that situation on conservative. Last year, you could not sack fumble on conservative. You literally couldn't.
Yeah.
Where this year, if you are throwing, you can. The ball can still squirt out. Which, throw out a sack's a huge issue as it is. I could talk forever about throw out a sack and pressure inaccurate.
Well, talk just like.
General.
So, like, throw to sack. Do you want to, like, previous years where if you got hit on your throw, it gets automatically spiked into the ground? Is that kind of like your solution?
Literally, just squeeze it out. I don't want the ball to be inaccurate. It's the last thing I want.
So you want them to
throw between. Yeah, I just want it to be like kind of like where the ball squeezes out. Either that or they hold on to it and you take the sack. So many games this year between 2 opponents that are of equal skill level I've seen get decided by who gets bad throw out of sacks.
It's true.
Now, ever since I switched to Gunslinger, I actually don't have the issue nearly as much, which I'm gonna say that's an issue in itself. Gunslinger shouldn't be 1 AP. People can hate on Joke for everything, but like, that's probably the best offensive ability in the game, and it's a 1 AP ability. But yeah, no, like, I actually don't get many.
What's wrong with Gunslinger? Is just too powerful in the passing game?
It's way too powerful, I think.
Is that now? Why do you believe that? Because it throws the ball fast and speeds up the throw motion.
Both, especially on all Madden, the zones play a lot better. Where I don't know, All Pro, I don't know. I feel like zones are still dog crap in the first place on All Pro. All Madden, the zones actually play stuff, and I've kind of had a little bit of a change in my opinion on All Madden. I actually do think All Madden is better than All Pro.
Okay.
With Gunslinger, it really, really helps with how good the zones are. Like, you can throw so many different things. Like, when I switched back to Vic, it was unbearable. Like, the game is so different passing. Gunslinger makes it really, really easy. Now,
so
why are we give a reason?
Yeah, why are we balancing the game? Why are we nerfing something that's effective, and it's only effective on the Gunslinger archetype? That's the only archetype that it's 1 AP on. So like, you just want pocket passers to not be good?
I don't know. No, that's what I was gonna say. Was the one good thing I'd take away from it is that it actually makes pocket passing viable. Which we need more of that in Madden.
Yeah, it's weird to me to see like comp guys say, adjust to this, shoot the gap, bro, be more skilled. But then like when pocket passing becomes effective, that's the one thing that they rebel against. Like, no, this cannot be part of the game. My offensive scrambling outside, rerouting a guy on playmaker twice, and then throwing off my back foot, taking a hit that's an effective offense. That needs to be. We love that. We love blitzing everybody, escaping out of the pocket. That shit's great football. But when a pocket passer comes into this game against a pass rush and can sling the ball out in 4 seconds or less, no, that's not football. Fuck that part of the game. Get that out.
Is that really what you think people think though?
Like, how else you gonna make pocket passers viable?
Oh, I just think it's overpowered right now. That's all I'm thinking. Like, I just think it's not properly balanced. Like, it's not like it's like, I don't know, I guess the most crazy or like game breaking thing, and I don't have an issue with it. But like, I'll say this: I've used mobile QBs every year of Madden. If I'm using it, it means it's really, really, really good. Like, and I didn't even think twice about using a mobile QB. I think it's that good. Now, I mean, if that's just the way the game's gonna be, that's fine. Like, I'll use it. I'm not gonna necessarily complain about it, but I do think it's probably a little too good.
About it though. You and other competitive players are complaining about it though.
Not really. I think it's improperly balanced, but like that's not even close to the biggest issue of the game.
Yeah, I mean we agree on that point. That it's not even close to the biggest issue in the game. So like,
no, it's not. No,
I don't. Yeah, I guess I don't understand the whole point of if it's good, and it's something I haven't used in the past, they should nerf it.
Oh geez, I just tuned into the chat. Chat hates me. Wow. Hey chat. Hey, we're nice guys here. Sorry.
They hate your opinion. Chat before this is all about.
Yeah, I can't have a different opinion than them. Is apparently what it is.
Stop feeling persecuted. All right. I don't want to see this. All right, stand up. All right, Air 51. The thing is, Throne.
Throne
I actually like before this.
Oh.
They hate Throne. They love Throne 2. I don't understand. But they said Throne 2 was cuter than Throne.
That's better.
Yeah, they said TT23 way better than Throne. I don't understand, but like, so you think passing the ball with that velocity should take a nerf?
All I said was it's 1 AP. That's what I said.
For only
I think
one
it's the best
archetype,
ability in the game for 1 AP.
It's 3 AP for other archetypes, though.
Yeah, you're just not going to use it on other archetypes. You're going to use it on the archetype that it's good for.
Yeah, so then like, I guess I don't understand your point. So you're going to be using pocket passers, and you won't be able to use guys like Vic this year.
I don't think I understand your point.
So what I'm saying is that
all I said is it's too cheap for AP. That's all I've said.
But only for one of the 4 archetypes. It is far and away
the best offensive ability. It is far and away the best offensive ability. There is not an ability on offense that is even remotely close to as good as it.
You don't think How Master is effective or Slot Apprentice?
I didn't use either of them. I used Tight End Apprentice. That is probably the second best one.
Okay. And How Master that has both Tight Apprentice and Slot Apprentice, you don't think is anywhere close to Gunslinger? Correct.
I don't know.
See, like, I don't want to call, like, and this is my problem, is like calling for a nerf to something. I don't feel like it's powerful. Don't get me wrong. But it's an okay level of power, is what I'm saying. There's nothing actually wrong with the game. Like, if people are out here making reads and dotting dudes up, like, here's the thing, like, last year...
Madden to pass the ball?
You think this is the easiest Madden to pass the ball?
Yes.
Really?
In all pro, yes.
Okay, how many Maddens have you played?
17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
4, okay. So, like...
This is my 5th.
I'm not going to go back to, like, 04 and Vic and everything and running around. But, like, 19 wasn't that hard to pass in. It was just crossers and unguardable. Last year, like, you know...
I don't know. 3-5 normal was really, really good. There's the period where nickel normal was really good. 3-5 odd was really good. I don't know. I would argue this year's on All Pro is easier. Now, All Madden and All Pro are such different games, and I've been playing All Madden for like 2 weeks now. My opinion of the game's like skewed, but
even so, why
they're very
if it's so easy to pass the ball, why am I watching Joke and Dreeny and like thousands of dollars in this game on the line, and they're in I form, right? I feel like I hear this thing. If it's so easy, why aren't they throwing the ball?
You need to listen to what I'm saying. I'm getting drilled right now. I literally just said All Madden versus All Pro get FOXX.
Okay, so on All Pro, it's easy to throw, is what you're saying. In All Madden, it's fine. Yes,
All Pro is really easy to throw.
Okay, so my point is, if you guys play your game on All Madden, right, on your competitive,
yeah,
what's the need for balance, right? What's the need for balance on All Pro, according to you, if you're going to play the game on All Madden? Because of Weekend League?
I don't even have an answer for that. I mean, it's online playing, but like
online play
for me in terms of competitive Madden, my year is fully done for competitive Madden. I am just playing Weekend League for the rest of the year. Like that's all I care about.
No more.
I'm not playing in draft champs, not a chance. And then there's no like I think is there a last chance qualifier this year? I don't know if there is. The format's really different though. I was just gonna play in clubs this year. That was it.
Okay, I gotcha. But I mean that's down the road. You don't have to make a decision on that quite yet. So like. You're like at what AP level do you think Gunslinger's balanced at?
Probably 3.
3, so 3 for every archetype, or should be 4 for.
Well, it definitely needs to be better for it. It definitely needs to be cheaper for the pocket passers. Same thing with like Hot Rod Master. But this is where I'm getting called dumb and like stuff like that. When not a single person,
mods time out people that are
not a single person would be able to tell me an ability that's better than Gunslinger. They might say Hot Rod Master. I saw Pony say. I would take that argument.
Mike Mack made the point in chat that if it's so hard to pass on All Madden, why would you nerf Gunslinger? They're on?
I'm just thinking.
Oh, you're just thinking? Okay.
Maybe I should act like you lost me. Because I don't have really an argument for that.
There's an imposter among us. But the thing is, like, I don't know. All Pro, I honestly don't have a problem if somebody can go down the field and dot my ass up with Gunslinger. I'm okay with that, right? Versus, like, last year, if somebody went down the field on me, running, dive, stretch, roll out corners out of like, obviously you became, well known for near close. And like, obviously you were known before that, but like just for that scheme, I hated that because I couldn't really adjust on defense. But if somebody's hitting me with like crossers and then I throw like my zone drops on them to stop that, I can use like people throwing low point passes, but I can pick off low point passes 15 yards underneath them on defense. Like, I feel like it's a much like, hey, you fucked me up, you made reads, you beat my defense, even with Gunslinger, and they're throwing it on me. I feel like I just got outskilled. Dude, props to you, opponent, because you're obviously making reads, throwing different shit against me. I try to take away this, then you hit that. Isn't that how, like, the NFL is? Isn't that how football should be? Is like, I try to make an adjustment, I fail. You pick my zone apart. You have a man beater on me. Like, I just think I just got outskilled that drive.
I don't know. I just feel like on All Pro passing is really easy, but that's just all I feel like. I feel like I could play somebody who doesn't have a clue what they're doing and they're gonna get first downs over and over again. But that's just my opinion. All Madden is literally.
I feel like I've only been destroyed in the past game by really good players. And I think it's probably because you've been playing and you've been practicing against literally the top 1% of the 1% you've been labbing against for the last month or whatever.
That's also a good point. That's not a bad point at all.
You go in a weekend league? What's that?
That's not a bad point at all. That's a really good point.
Yeah, so like you're going against guys that have like 10,000 and 20,000 whatever hours in this game. And like those guys aren't going to make bad reads often. And it's a different experience versus guys that play this game, for hundreds of hours that you'll see in the online ladder. So like catering the game to be like, all right, let's make sure chaos can't dot us up. Let's make sure Kiv can't dot people up. I think that's a horrible idea. And the part of the skill gap is the fact that you're facing these god tier Madden players. Like, even though, like, Madden's one of the games where if you're amazing at it, you still look kind of crappy at it because you won't win every single down. So, like, you can't balance the game around guys that have been, like, I don't know. Like, balancing this game around trying to make Kiv not dot people up is like taking the queen away from, I don't know, Hikaru or something on Chet, like one of the top chess players. Like, yeah, I guess it's okay for game balance because they dominate it, but, like, it's just not good for the game in general.
Yeah, I don't know. All this argument just goes to show, like, I don't know why MUT All Pro and All Madden are like competitive, and MUT head-to-head seasons are based around the same balancing system. Like, why is there so much overlap between the two when there's clearly like differences? Like, it just doesn't make sense. I don't know. That's all I'm taking from it. Is like my experience is clearly skewed in the Madden that I'm playing versus like what everyone else is.
So, like,
that's all I have to say on it.
So talk to me. Talk to me the exact difference between All Madden and All Pro, because you came out hating All Madden due to the pass rush and the lockdown man coverage.
I did. Yeah, no. Especially this past patch, Shed's got a lot better, and Joke did make a tweet on it, and he's correct in it. I passed from under center actually in this tournament, and it's got significantly harder to do so, especially on All Madden. After the last patch, Sheds were a lot better. You get disengaged much more frequently. It was pretty hard to pass from under center. I still chose to do it because I actually chose to run the ball a lot also in clubs. But yeah, no, man coverage is just different. Like, I literally was in a game with TD Barrett today, because he has his club games tonight, and he's been playing All Pro for basically the whole year. And he was trying to show me some of his man beating routes on All Pro, and he was just throwing pick after pick after pick, like, of me just running stock man to man. It is different, very, very different. And the zones actually play stuff. I feel like the zones are what make me like the mode better, though. Is like zone is actually, it seems like a much more viable thing. Where when I went back and I did play Weekend League this past weekend, like 17 games of it. I just didn't finish. And the first thing that jumped out to me was how much worse zones were. And I was just like, what am I doing? Like, I feel like, no matter what I have on the field, they don't react. And especially versus like set feet lead or gunslinger, I feel like they're useless.
Yeah.
The game's a lot different.
The difference that I know between All Madden and All Pro are based a lot on thresholds, right? The break thresholds and how something reacts to it. So I want to show you, I don't know if you can tune into the stream, I think you already are, but basically the break chance, break ball by base by rating from MUT Leaks here. As you go up in overall, in skill level, right? Or sorry, in stat. From 0.8 to 0.9, there's a dramatic chance, break chance, and I think there's a break, play ball break release time. And it gets significantly, like, once you get to, what is this, 0.79, 0.8, you don't have as much delay, 0.9, even less delay, and then once you hit 99, you have almost no delay.
Okay, so the x-axis is rating, right?
Yeah, sorry, I'm my dumbass is in front of the label of it.
Okay. Just make sure.
So, I guess I can go in the corner. Basically, because All Madden lowers these thresholds, the cards we're playing with right now on All Madden are going to be kind of how we're playing the game in a few months on All Pro. When guys are in the mid to high 90s on zone break chance. And I think a lot of it has to do with ratings right now.
Yeah, I don't know if that's fully true.
It's kind of like, do you know how like route running thresholds are different?
On All Madden, no. I know what you're saying in terms of like how they're they're 5 rating points lower. I feel like I don't know if that's fully it. I really don't. What I would say is like last year, even All Madden and All Pro played differently at the end of the year when everyone had 99 everything. Like when I would go to All Madden, I would notice zones would play better in a similar way.
Yeah.
Even though both were 99.
So do you agree the run needs nerfing or not?
This year?
Yeah.
I have not struggled to stop the run this year.
Okay. Is that because you put your safeties in a spy?
I don't. No.
How are you playing
I don't. I run stock man with 2 purples on my safeties.
You run purples on your safeties?
Yeah.
And
set their zone drops low.
Do you what form are you in? Big nickel?
Yeah. Yeah, I think big nickel's probably the best run defense in the game.
Gotcha. Big nickel, safeties in purple, and then you shoot the gaps, bro. Right?
There is crazy run defense out there, and people are gonna like Niners saying it. There's some pretty ridiculous shit that's out there. But in terms of stock defense stopping the run, I don't know. At least I've been playing all Madden for 2 weeks, and it is a lot harder to run the ball in all Madden 2. Like it's harder to do both, to run and pass.
So if it's hard to run, why were you in strong? Did I see in strong?
Yeah, I was in strong and I form. I had a couple good runs against a couple of the like popular defenses, but it still was particularly harder to run. I don't think there was a game I ran for more than 150 yards, and I ran the ball a lot. I mean, and when I say 150, I mean like I ran the ball a lot, like a lot, and I didn't.
150 in a game where you only have like 4 drives.
Here's my thinking was I could run on first and second down, and then I get threat detector for only 2 AP, and I'd be able to pass on. And I don't want to watch this game. I want to watch the next one is the T Davis game.
Okay.
And then I could pass on 3rd and 4th, which I have threat detector. I can see who's blitzing, and it basically tells me what's on the field for the defense.
Hang on, I'm trying to get to it. Is it iconic hustle?
You're good. Yep.
Okay.
Which the chat is gonna have a field day with this one. I start the game off with the worst. It is the worst Madden play of all time. My second play on offense is the worst play in history. It is the worst start I've ever had to a Madden game. This game is gonna be. But yeah, this is versus T Davis in clubs. This is to get into the losers bracket finals.
Okay.
Threat detector is more OP than gunslinger, no cap. Yeah, threat detector is really, really good too, actually, Mike Mack. Very, very good.
Yeah, Niners in chat, he said he's had his corners picked by deep thirds. And like, I don't know, I've seen zones act kind of wild at times too. I've seen hard flats swat my corner routes that were 15 yards down the field when I had a drag underneath to keep the hard flat down. It's like Acrobat makes some pretty wild fucking plays even on All Pro. So I just cannot get behind a game that like is nerfing the pass to the extent that like, hey, run the ball more. And like not to call you out for this, but running for 150 yards is a fuck ton in a game where you only get like 4 drives because you control the clock the whole time. Like you dominate. You fall forward to the first down. Like I don't
It's 2 drives. That's 2 drives. That's 2 touchdowns. Would be 150 yards.
Yeah, but you control the clock. Yeah, 150 yards. You control the entire first half, second half, running down the throats, right?
Yeah, that was the plan. My plan was just to run the ball and play defense. And then, he blows up this stretch to start the game. I don't even know how, or this power. And and then I just, this is going to be the worst play ever. Oh, I don't even want to watch this. This is going to be the most miserable. This is miserable. It is that bad. It is the worst thing I've ever done in my life.
Baby, this is T Davis. So like,
it's this play.
I don't know. It's so funny how we see this game so differently. And my opinion about nerfing the pass in any extent of this game is just I cannot believe that people would have the opinion to nerf the pass in this year's game. Because what more do you want? Man coverage is pretty good outside of, I would say, 5 routes that consistently beat it. And like I've had motion slants against one step ahead. The one step ahead picks it off. So like,
yeah, I would say this game probably the most inconsistent Madden I've ever played.
What's that?
The most inconsistent. It's the most inconsistent Madden I've ever played. Definitely is.
That's fair. Madden's inconsistent every year. I don't know how about to say most.
Slickery Goose, dear God, do I gotta say the same thing I've said for the last 10 minutes that people keep ignoring? I said the game is different on all Madden and all Pro. Fuck.
I'd ignore it. All right.
Oh, I'm mostly trolling.
So like, I don't know. I don't think the pass should be any worse than it currently is. I think people saying the pass are worse are people that are not seeing the game for how it's played online, and are seeing how the game's played against Kiv. And
yeah, I mean, I played Fancy, I played Chaos, I played K-Mac, like in I don't know how many times. Free the Penguins.
K-Mac doesn't make bad reads. Like,
yeah, no, I was just gonna say, and I just got my brain dotted in over and over and over again for the past 2 weeks. It's probably gonna have my opinion skewed on the pass game. Like, they are very, very prolific passers.
Yeah, they're literally the best this community has to offer. So, FOXX been lifting? No, just beers. So like, I don't know. So whenever I see that, whenever I see Pro complain about it, I'm like, okay, but no. I don't know. I don't want to repeat of 20. Last year was the worst Madden. Like for meta in a while. It wasn't like the worst Madden. Actually, I don't know. I hated 17.
Yeah, you have to take it back.
Yeah, no. Now that I think about it, I hated the meta because it was run based.
I was gonna say
we 17 for glitches and shit.
We had this conversation last time I was on here, and everyone made fun of me for saying what you just said.
It's because I misspoke, okay?
What you just said.
I misspoke right there. I immediately take it back. I said I hated the meta last year.
I said that I liked 19 more than 20, and everyone came at my throat for saying that.
Because 19 was god-awful too. 19 was god-awful too.
19 was bad. It is bad. It was a lot better than 20 still. I'll still always say that. I think Madden 20 is the worst Madden we will ever see in the history of Maddens. Ever, 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 ever. People ask me all the time still. They'll be like, well, Madden's worse, this Madden or Madden 20? I'm like, what? Like, it's not even close. I do not like this Madden. Like, it's the most frustrating Madden I've ever played. But
21 I think it's way better than 20.
Yeah, it's far and away better than 20. Far and away.
Mike Mack said Kareem was too good at. Mike Mack said Kareem was too good at dunking, so he took out the dunk for a little bit. How fucking wild is that? That's like saying Kiv is too good at passing, so we nerf all passing. Yeah, I agree, Mike. I think you're putting like amazing fucking examples in the chat. Niner loves 21. I think 21 is significantly better than 20. I don't even think it's close in my opinion.
Kareem was too good at dunking, so then he took it. Oh yeah, no, I get what you're saying, Mike. I don't know. I just don't see passing being an issue on All Pro, but like, I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, which is why I fight so hard against nerfs to the passing game, because like I get it, they're the best, and so maybe it's easier to them because they've made these amazing reads. But like outside of what would you do outside of Gunslinger to better balance this game?
To better balance it? Oh my gosh! I mean, well, I just want throw out a sack to be the heck out of the game. It's one of my least favorite things on the planet. I want pressure and accurate gone. But like, those are things people are gonna get upset at me. And the sack fumble. Why
would they be upset about that, dude? Did you? I didn't get upset at you for those.
That ain't. I'm saying people. I'm saying like people want the game to be more realistic. I feel like generally, and I just don't agree with it. But that's
no. I think people want a good game. First of all, sim players want a realistic game. That's fine. Yeah. Embry said in chat, 17 was my favorite because I was bad at defense. You didn't have to use any skill. I just sent a free guy every time and jump something short. I mean, it's not wrong. So like, see, I'm seeing you two kind of go back and forth. Was your opponent using Gunslinger? Was T Davis running it? So he had QB draw. Didn't he use an escape? Yeah. So like, the thing is like those opinions. Why do you think people are gonna be mad at those opinions? Those opinions are way less controversial. Throw out a sacks are too random. 100% agree. Pressure and accuracy are too random. 100% agree too. Like those are great changes.
Yeah, no, I would agree. I was picks, speaking more.
Drop picks need to go. I agree, Mike. Back. That's another thing. Yeah, those are ways of nerfing the pass game, but are phenomenal ways of balancing the game.
Yeah, in the game versus S2nd, we're gonna see I drop pick after pick after pick after pick, and he throws 0 picks for the whole game. It's one of the more miserable games I've ever played in my life.
That shit's ass. 100% agree.
Literally miserable.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say in terms of and it's not even, and now I'm to the point where I get to the point of the year where I kind of mentioned like, I don't care necessarily about the game competitively as much. I just want the game to be more fun and less frustrating. And there are parts about Madden 20 where I can see there were fun things about it. Like, I mean, even Mike tweeted it the other day. Like, and it's incredibly unrealistic, but like I loved like dashing deadeye, roaming deadeye, like swerve catching. Like I thought it was a really fun part of Madden, but like a lot of people will disagree with it. And I don't know if, look at that, cool, I get hawked down. Yeah, I actually only get 3 this possession. Woohoo. But
you went back to running the ball. And running the ball's not good. Right?
I do run the ball. I hit it off the fat fuck Mike Allstat twice. He gets hammered at the inch line. But I was just gonna say, right now this Madden has so many frustrating things that just my blood just boils. No matter the mode I play, with throw out attack, with drop picks, with pressure inaccurates, passes that get poked out from behind, racks that are open that just go through your guy's hands.
Oh, I hate that
there
shit.
Are so many that just make my blood boil playing the game. Like it is the most frustrating Madden I've ever played. I will say that. It doesn't mean it's a worse Madden, but
no way.
Now I've got to go play weekend league. I've got to go try to stream it, and yeah, he blows it up twice out of this. I've got to go stream it and try to keep my cool. Oh yeah, you're way ahead of me.
Pinch the defense, shoot him out, and then blitz both linebackers. Looks like the D.
Yeah, he does it twice, and then my friends in the call were telling me, "Do it a third time. Go fullback dive again." I'm like, "You guys are idiots. I'm taking 3." I've seen enough.
Taking your points, huh?
You like this little eye close to goal line? I'm a virgin. Oh so my gosh.
Big Nickel, you think Big Nickel's the best defense in the game overall?
Overall for sure, yeah.
I think 3-3-5 gives it argument against the pass, but against the run, Big Nickel is great. I agree.
I actually did run 3-3-5 normal the next game, but yeah, 3-3-5 normal. 3-3-5 normal is so good because you can just double Mabel both sides and use the whole middle of the field, like which is kind of bummy to play that way, but like I don't know, it's easy, like. So I actually ran 3-3-5 normal against trips. That's what I choose.
Wait, what did you? Yeah, wait. So hard 3 zones on one side of the field and use in the middle.
Well, double Mabel both. It's like double flatting both sides.
Yeah.
So like
that's the
trip like a curl flat in a cloud. Yeah, that's the trip speeder, and then just use the entire middle of the field and hope and they'll make a bad read eventually. That's the plan at least. But I had one more thing I was gonna say. Oh, also another terrible thing for the game, and it doesn't make its way into MUT as much, but like this 2-1-2. Coming out in bunch or trips 2-1-2 and audibling down is actually just miserable. Like to come out in bunch and audible down to I form close. Like I think it's terrible.
But you should be able to. I mean, like you said, Big Nickel's good run D though. You should be able to stop that, right?
No, that's the reason why we're in Big Nickel in the first place. I mean, people would just be running 1-4-6 or like dollar to match personnel.
Yeah, fuck that. I love that. I love that shit. Yeah, audible down to information. That shit's great.
You do?
Yeah, why the fuck shit? Why do I want to run against 1-4-6 like contain blitzes all year again? Fuck that shit. Go I-form and fuck those dudes up.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, like if someone brings out 1-4-6 and tries to blitz 4, I mean, like, yeah, I'm going 2-1-2 and audibling down every play. Like, good luck. But I was more saying in terms of game balancing, it's terrible.
Why? Nickel's the best run stopping anyways. Go to 3-3-5 normal, audible 3-3-5 wide. That's what I do, and I don't really have a problem. Adjust, bro. Yeah, adjust, bro. Come on, man. This shit's easy.
Stop.
Gun bunch is great because those fuckers throw a post route over and over. Dude, I sit under that fucking post route 15 yards down the field with Taylor Mays and pick it off at the line of scrimmage. That shit is great. I love gun bunch. It's literally, it can dot me up, but also guys can get a lot of fucking trouble trying to throw that post.
The double post one?
The post from like mesh post or whatever fucking post or sorry, what's double the post from
It's double what's post. That? It's a double post.
Yeah, they're from gun bunch offset.
Yeah, it's the this is
that's a really good play. I
actually defend it. I actually defend it with the zone here on this 4th and 8. I'm so far behind. I kept stripping at the line like a moron. By the way, this whole game. This next play is one of my. This is probably my. I keep clicking right bumper at the snap and get my user into. This is one of my favorite plays of the game that I want to call out to the chat. I actually call a timeout because I was in a call with Jaybird, and Jaybird is like, "Yo, put your hooks on 20 yards and keep your 3-rec on the field." And I actually take my 3-rec off here, and I put a mid read, and I was like, "Oh crap!" So I call a timeout and use my last one of the half. and I just trusted him that the 3-rec would guard the double post, and it does, and it bags him on this 4th and 8. So I gambled my last time out, and it worked. I literally just used the slant.
That's fucking awesome.
It worked perfect.
Wait, that was wide butt naked. Oh no, then your third made a play. Hell yeah. Sorry, like me saying it's on screen, because when I'm talking, they'll also see it on the screen. So it held it long enough for your third to then make a play on it.
There's a really small window I think he can throw it in there, but he even lowballs that, and he throws it pretty early. With Gunslinger with the low ball, I don't know if he throws it maybe a little earlier. There's probably like a small window he can throw that.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, no, that was one of my favorite plays of the game, because I used my last time out. And Vo's like, you can just reset play. Like, Vo's, I know, but he was already motioning at that time.
Yeah.
You saw when I looked at my play art. But yeah, so that was lucky. And then I think it's the second down is a fun play.
Do you see what Velvet Jones said in chat? Playing a tournament game and getting help from people not in the tournament.
Yeah, no, it's from people. Hold up, from people who are in the tournament, just not in my game. But
yeah, it's like coaching isn't a thing.
It's stupid. Literally everybody's going to be in a call coaching. It's kind of dumb how it's a thing, but that's what it is. Like, and it's so dumb. Yeah, it's sad. Like, there was no reason for me to even stream my. What was that?
Yeah, I thought it was a ridiculous opinion. I had a good laugh at it, but yeah.
No.
That's a really nice play. Holy shit, you're Bo Jackson. You put that one on Twitter, didn't you?
I did. It was more just, I don't know. I just was like, what happened here? Because I don't know how I made a miss, but yeah, I'm watching it back right now. I'm excited to watch it.
That's a good fucking play. That's some good stick. That's what. Did you just? Yeah, he just recorded it.
Yeah, they were in the call. They're like, "That's foul, dude." This game gets a. What happens the next drive? I don't know. I think next drive is a good example of how crazy All Madden Acrobat can be. Is that no? I get the sack fumble next drive, which is where I said I got lucky. Like, think about how badly I have to sweat this game if it's his ball and I'm only down or only up 7, or I'm only up 4, and instead I'm gonna get a sack fumble for 7 and red
here. Yeah, my biggest concern here, Throne, is why aren't you user blitzing on a big nickel? What's wrong? Do you not know all the strats?
Oh, I know the user blitz.
Dude, why don't you throw that shit? Why don't you send that shit, man?
Yeah, I think it's best against under center.
You think it's better against under center?
It's way better against under center. You can't block it. That was my biggest concern with coming in strong close to the tournament, was that I was going to get user blitz, but it's, for the most part, not a lot of people do it. A lot of people I was playing to prepare were, and I couldn't figure out ways to beat it. So that was the original reason why I put on threat detector, because then you could tell they're blitzing and you can at least have a clue that they're going to user blitz.
But wait, won't people put on user blitzes every single play? Like, your user should be on blitz every play.
No. But they have to be blitzing a slot corner to use your blitz.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Blitz so it's because you move fast. If people in chat don't know, you move faster, change your direction wise if you have your user on a blitz instead of like a spy or a zone. So just want to let you guys know. I was worried there for a second. I was like, wait, Throne, you will always have your user on a blitz, but I get what you're saying now.
Those, you need to shut up.
What is user rushing shotgun isn't viable anymore because Slinger? I did it to a guy yesterday that was dot me up, and I was pretty proud of my defense against it. Slinger is one of the best one of the best changes that I made for clubs. I'm not even gonna say how to blitz right and over G.
Tony, I don't think Spy's the same. I feel like you get better if you blitz. That's my personal opinion.
I do too. I was in Spy for a long time, and then I switched to blitz. I feel it's slightly better.
I did too. I definitely feel like it's better. Yeah, it's better to spy than be in a zone, though. I'll say that. I feel like it's definitely better to spy than be in a zone. But
we're witnessing the sack fumble, but that was a covered sack, dude. You locked his ass up. I mean,
well, yeah. I mean, it should just be 4th down going to the quarter, or to the half. But instead, I don't know. It's just another example of like, what did I do to earn this 7 points right here? I played good defense. Cool. I probably should just be getting the ball back on a punt, and instead, and they were all telling me to celebrate.
If you get him on tilt, you always do that, right?
I fake a field goal in this game too. But because another reason, I have threat detector. So if I'm like kicking a field goal, threat detector works. Like, you can tell that they're trying to block it.
Oh, was he trying to throw the ball? Mike Max says.
I don't know. I really couldn't tell.
Let me try it.
I know when I fumble in my next game, I'm not throwing. I was taking a sack when I fumble.
Tony says Spy is the same when you first engage, your user gets brought back. I've tested. Really? Huh. He's tested it. I don't know. Let me see if he's trying to throw this ball. No, he was scrambling away from it. Nah, he wasn't. He was just scrambling.
Trying to get away.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. There's something else I want to talk about with this. Crap. Yeah, I don't know about spies. It went interesting. Oh yeah. Somebody asked you. Hey, Throne, what's your website?
I don't like plugging my stuff on other people's.
What? I set you up, dude. Plug that shit.
I know you did.
It starts with H O T. All right. Somebody asked in chat. Say it, Throne. Say it.
It's hotroute.tips.
Woo! Hey, do you guys offer coaching on there? Somebody asked in chat. How much for a coach? Can people pay you for your time to help coach them?
No, we don't do coaching. We've been asked about it a lot. I just feel like it wouldn't be worth it at all. Like I feel like
$200 an hour. $200 an hour.
I mean, I would probably charge something around that, but it wouldn't be worth it to them. Not even close.
Let the consumer choose, dog.
I'd feel bad. That's literally a scam.
That's not a scam if they're literally paying and they're getting a service. That's literally the economy. You understand? We're in a service economy, dog.
Wouldn't be worth it to either person. Yeah, I don't even think actually Vos. I don't think I'd do 200 for an hour. I really don't. I feel like that's. I don't know. It would be. You're talking to a random person. You don't know their Madden skill. You're gonna try to feel them out for the first. I don't know how long.
That's the whole point.
Of call. Like. I know that's the whole point, but I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know if I'd do it. I don't know.
Like I can fix my pipes, but I'd rather hire a plumber to see his crack. Okay. Just because it's super simple doesn't mean people won't pay for it. People do that shit all the time. Right? To world famous Throne coaching you for $200 an hour, I bet people would pay $500 for that. I'm not even joking. Capitalism. That's right.
Yeah, no, I just know people have always asked about it, and I've just always told them it wouldn't be worth it. That's just what I say. Because it wouldn't be.
I guarantee if you offer that, you're getting taken up on it, and your schedule's gonna be busy.
Oh, I keep stripping at the line.
$200 an hour. I guarantee you. Dog, people pay for some ass legal advice for the same amount.
Shit, I had something on my mind. What was I gonna say?
I don't know. Hey, roll up corners. What's your opinion on this year? You try them a lot?
I don't think they're that bad. I haven't really tried them though.
I actually think they work again this year. Like I've been saying it since they launched.
I think they do.
I'm just surprised we haven't seen it as much. I haven't really seen a lot of it. I've seen a couple people do it against me.
Yeah, they're okay. I don't know. It's still with zone drops, they can be pretty hard. But there have been times where I've seen certain corners that like, if you set your curl flat to a zone drop, it'll get outside of the curl flat. Also, by the way, what the heck on all Madden DRC makes that play with Acrobat? Jeez. Wow. Holy crap.
Pretty good.
But I think rollout corners aren't the world's worst. Niner says they don't exist. Yeah, I think if you drop your flats, you're fine. I think the curl flats don't get out. Nobody's dashing. Yeah. I used roaming for a bit, but
you don't even need roaming or dashing on that shit. That shit still is accurate.
Is it really?
Big dots roll out corners for me. When I use them, I don't use big anymore. I use far.
I'm terrified to throw on the run in general this year. I'm just terrified. I've seen way too many bad things with it. So many bad things.
The lawyer leaves the chat. People are saying I'm wild for legal advice and Madden being the same rate. 100%. People care more about Madden than they do about the law, and not even close in my mind. It's true. People's hobbies, yeah, they love that shit, dude. I don't know. I'm 100% right about this. I'm not gonna accept anything else. People would 100% pay you $200 an hour.
I know they would.
With you for an hour.
I know they would with 200. I know that. But it's just like I said, I don't think it's worth it to either person. Or particularly,
it's not worth it to you. So if it's not worth it to you, that's different. If you don't want to do it, that's different.
I definitely don't want to. Like I mentioned, one of the that just sounds. It's hard to say this, and like I already know the Twitch chat's just gonna rip me for it, but like it's hard for me to picture like hopping in a phone call with someone I don't know, and like I just don't know what's like. I don't want to experience that, and I'm an introvert as it is. I try to like all my people energy I have, I want to keep it for like the people that I like. Like if someone FaceTimes me, or like, I don't know, like if I'm seeing somebody like for dinner that night, like whatever, I don't want it to be wasted on, I don't know, like
date
whatever else.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying about.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
No, I 100% understand what you say about being introverted. No, I'm same way. Like that wouldn't interest me. Like people have asked me that same question before, which is why I passed it on to you when somebody said it in chat. Because I also would not want to do that at all, because I'm like I think we're built the same, right? We're built different but the same, as the saying is.
Would you consider yourself extroverted or introverted?
Introverted, 100%.
Okay, because I'm definitely introverted, but people will always think I'm extroverted because I have extroverted tendencies. Like I'm loud. I'm like, I like social situations. I like attention. Like, but
that's extroverted.
Like,
what are you talking about? That's being extroverted.
No. But the definition is, where do you get your energy? And people drain the fucking shit out of me. Like,
oh yeah.
I need to recharge for hours if I'm around like a lot of people. Like I don't get my energy from people at all. I need to be by myself.
Huh. Okay.
Don't only dates e-girls. Dude, fly them in. Send me the ats. I need some DMs to slide into.
Gunsky says throne fucks. Is this true? Date throne?
This isn't true. I wish.
What? You're just trying to appeal to the simp market. I know. Oh, nice pick. I know what you're doing. You're just appealing so simps send you money so they're more like you. All right, you fuck, dude.
What does this even mean? I don't serve anything to gain. If anything, I look less cool now. They're gonna say Throne's a virgin, never like me.
Yeah,
which is fine.
But they're the same way. They want to be like that. They want to be among somebody they can relate to. 49er, I bet you could charge $200 an hour and somebody would pay for it, especially with your recent success, both on Twitch and in the tournament and in the bot wars. I think you're 100%. If you offer up that, you'll get some takers. Throw that shit Throne's way. Throne's a simp.
I don't know what's going on. I got lost a while ago.
Oh, sorry. When I was talking about 49er in chat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. I talked to Niner for the first time I think ever the other day. He was randomly in a Discord that I was in. I don't even remember what was said, but it was the first time I've ever had a conversation with 49er. It was legendary. Shout out to Niner. Get around Niner. GG's, using, baby.
Somebody just asked the chat, are you using coach suggestions? Is that the new comp strategy?
Oh. We were being an asshole at this point. Yeah, we were calling plays out of coach suggestions. They wanted me to call pump draw, and I refused to because I was such on the fringe of field goal range. Kick from the 40 on all Madden, like the 40-41. But so I was calling like reverses and shit. I actually call a reverse on a strong close and almost take it to the crib here in a bit. It was almost awesome. But yeah, we were having fun. Yeah, no, I full back dive here because then.
Oh no!
I'm
watching this. Is this the fake?
This is the fake. I was up 17, so I figured, what's the worst thing that can happen? If I fold this game up 17, I just
dude, that's so easy with threat detector too. Holy shit! Do you know they're blitzing?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, no, it's much like it's literally 100%er if they're blocking off the right side, but off the left, there are ways you can like click on and actually make a play, but he just clicks right away. Like you need to be like on the left blitzing guy, and you can actually like kind of get him out there and make a tackle. I don't think he could have stopped me from like 6 yards or whatever, but
hey, what do you think? Yeah, I've been debating this. I've been trying to think to myself, what do you think's more powerful, threat detector or identifier?
Oh my gosh, threat detector. Oh my gosh,
so?
Yeah. I don't think it's close.
I like identifier because if this like I guess most of the time I know where the user is.
What? Oh, okay. I will say in all pro, I don't think I will ever get blitzed like by random people right now. Blitzes aren't out yet. But like what I know in all Madden,
I played against a K-Mac throne last night. He sent the same big nickel blitz. Well, not the same. He mixed it up. He wasn't a bad player, but I've played like clones. And then here's the thing. Also with these people that are gonna watch the comp season, basically we're gonna see a lot of the same strategies over and over.
Yeah. No, then once these blitzes start getting more popular, I literally had this conversation with my little brother last night. He was asking me what to activate, and I told him don't activate threat detector yet because I don't think you'll get blitzed enough in MUT to justify it right now.
That's what I
feel like people aren't gonna justify it, but like. So that's why I'm changing my opinion. But like in this, it's not even close. I would take threat detector, and I almost scored on the fake or on the reverse. Oh my gosh, I wish I could have.
I do agree. Once the pro strats, once the tournament happens, because everybody always copies the pros. Pros are way more aggressive than the general population, so it's always like starts off. Depends on the meta. I don't know. It's hard to say year to year, but like once the tournament happens, that's when the meta staleness kind of starts kicking in. But like I 100% expect these big knuckle blitzes to start taking over.
No, I definitely think they will.
And I think threat detecting will become more of a necessary in a few weeks.
Would you mind if we were just able to see the user in general for 0 AP?
Yeah,
cool with
I don't think we should see the user.
Oh, you don't
without
think
having
we
to pay
should
for it? What's that?
Oh, okay. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like a lot of people, especially like the old heads that played a lot of offline, that are used to always seeing the user, they always say like we should be able to see it anyway. I never know how I feel about it because I'm just used to not being able to see it.
Yeah, that's 100% how it used to play. And when they took it away, I'm like, you know what? I don't mind it. Then they brought it back. I'm like, what the hell? Make people pay because it's an advantage. So you should have to pay for that advantage, like all the other abilities. Like if it means that much to you, just pay the AP. Just pay the 2 AP, and then boom, you now have your advantage back.
That's where I have such a hard time, and we were talking about balancing ability points earlier, and the chat was giving me crap. But
well, it's because you're asking for a nerf to the past game, and not a good nerf. Like the nerf to the past game should be DBs catch picks and like realistic things. Throw it a sack should happen.
Those aren't FOXX, they're not mutually exclusive. Like,
yeah,
come on now. Yeah, they're not. We can still ask for things like that. You know, they don't. They're independent of each other.
We don't need to nerf Gunslinger in addition to those other fixes. We can watch those other fixes happen and then see how the game plays before we decide on the less necessary fixes. Right? That's my opinion on it. It's like you take care of the bad things, see how the game plays, and then you go down the scale of what you think. But I don't think Gunslinger needs an AP change for just strong arms.
See, and here is my opinion: is one AP for the best ability on offense, by far the best ability, is too little.
Yeah, but it's only for guys that can't get escape artists currently.
Yeah, but I don't think escape artist is good.
There's a reason you see people running it. Like your opponent right here has Vic with escape artist, right?
Does he have escape or not?
He's got a star under him. What else would he be using?
I mean, the star could be Omaha. It wouldn't even mean he'd have to have an X factor.
Oh, that's true. It might be Omaha. But why would he use Vic then?
I don't know. We'll see if it lights up when he runs. Because he was running QB draw. But yeah, no, I don't understand trust me, I don't think you should be passing. Like, I think if you're passing this much or running bunch, you shouldn't be running him. You should be running Josh Allen. But yeah, no, I don't understand that. I don't understand the.
Yeah, if they like 49er says, if they raise Gunslinger, people won't use pocket quarterbacks. I don't know. I for one love a Madden. I for one love a Madden that a pocket passer is relevant.
Can I hear your opinion on this? Is Josh Allen a pocket passer?
Josh Allen is
a pocket passer?
Yes and no. He's got good mobility.
So like,
should we watch the other game too or not?
The S-Sicking game's it's a really good game. I play really well, but I know you're it depends however long you want me on here. Like you do you.
All right, we'll watch a little bit of this game.
Okay.
I don't know. Is Josh Allen a pocket passer? Yes, but he's got a little bit of extra mobility. So like he doesn't have escape artist. He still is like he's a probably the best balanced quarterback we've seen in Madden.
But like he still gets Gunslinger for 1 AP because he's a strong arm.
Yeah, but he doesn't get like escape artist or any of the other mobile ones.
He doesn't need escape artist.
Well, that's an opinion, bro.
I know, and my opinion was that Gunslinger is the best ability of the game, and it's only 1 AP.
Do you want escape artist looking like it was last year? Or are you good with this year's escape artist?
This year's a much better balance. I mean, we shouldn't need escape artists for a QB to be able to move behind the line of scrimmage. This year's, I think, a lot better. I like it a lot better the way it is. I just don't think it's that good. I really haven't run it at all. I haven't justified the points for it, but I know people that do, especially before Gunslinger was a thing.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is the wrong game.
I didn't have the last game. This was I downloaded your second link. Whatever the second one you sent me was.
Oh, that's all good. Don't sweat it. Yeah, this is the game beforehand. Then this isn't my game versus second.
So wait, do strong arms get escape artists this year?
I can go to
I don't know. Because Vic gets Gunslinger down the road. But let me look at. Here's Favre.
Niner, but that can happen.
They do get escape
regardless.
artists.
I know.
95 overall, 82 speed for guns for strong arms.
For what's the AP?
4 for escape artists and strong arms.
4. Oof. Okay.
It's quite a lot.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't know if you could ever. Personally, I don't know if you could ever justify it. But
I'll tell you this about Gunslinger: you can pick off posts at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, and that's how I take care of gun bunchers, right? I mean, that's like, I was just saying that earlier, which is why I'm like, fine, run your posts and your drags. I'll get Taylor Mays and take away both your levels concepts. So like,
it literally takes like, I literally did that yesterday too.
What's that? Oh, you're watching.
It just takes like one lucky animation, was what I was saying. Like one time where
it's kind of like, yeah, and all you do like wait till we get like free safety Megatron, 6'5". Literally all you have to do is like Madden 15, Julius Peppers, sit at the line of scrimmage, and he's picking off things literally 15 yards behind him. I've gotten ones at 12 yards with Taylor Mays. Panny says strong, yikes. Okay, I'm not watching MCS at all this year. Yeah, it's strong be strong here, it looks like. I don't know, I still think I-form and strong formations on offense are really good because of the hot route master. He's using Marino with set feet lead and hot route master because of the tight ends. Because you basically, it's very hard, we'll say, to stop the run out of zone drops more than man. And man is so easy to pick apart in the pass game out of tight sets.
Yeah, he just happens to have a wide receiver at tight end right now, which is frustrating. I'm actually pretty sure
I actually don't mind wide receivers at tight end. I think they should just allow you to do that. Like Madden 16 Hines Ward. That shit, or Golden Ticket Dez.
I love that shit. I don't know. I just don't like that. I still hate the idea of personnel being able to audible from bunch to eye close with basically no penalty because you have Bo Jackson at wide receiver and he's like just as good as a lot of other wideouts in the game.
That is something that Bo Jackson should not be route running with like god tier route running. I agree that, and catch stats should matter. I will agree with you there, but I agree with you there that stats should matter. But I don't mind. I don't mind the whole audible idea. But stats not mattering is the biggest deal.
I can find some middle ground and say that. Yeah, I would agree.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he was one of the best wide receivers in the game for a while.
Yeah. Swain says, has Throne ever really been upset over a game and broke anything? I think he's making fun of me because I broke a television. Have you ever broke anything?
I broke a controller in Madden 17. I like threw it. It was more like a toss, and when I got it back, my bumper was just like stuck in. But no, I've never broken anything. Contrary to what people think, I'll get comments on like my YouTube videos and stuff. People will think like I hit family members or like stuff like that just because I rage. And like, no, I don't. I don't do anything.
Just because your dad does doesn't mean you do.
Yeah. Like chill, dude. But I guess I had an already broken controller one time. I had a punt return last year, and for like a TD, and I just wanted to celebrate, and I like switched my controller and grabbed it and spiked it. But that was like out of happiness, and it was an already broken one, and people just thought I broke my controller for no reason. Like,
yeah, that's the best. No,
I've never broken anything.
Yeah, the prop controller that people think you're slamming.
Oh, you've got to keep one. You have to keep one. Yeah. Like if you really want to.
It's just good. That's a stream hack right there. Any up and coming streamers, stream hacks with Throne.
Please tell me you've seen the flight clip of him just smashing the shit out of his controller.
No, I haven't seen it, no.
And like he's like it's a meme, it's on Twitter. He's like has his controller, he's like, bro, I didn't even smash my shit that hard. And then it clips to him just fucking smashing it like hard. It's a good clip. You need to look out for that one. That one's a good one.
Yeah.
Flight's legendary.
Quaint says, if wide receivers can be at tight end safeties, regardless of formation, have to be able to sub in all linebacker spots. I would agree there. I'm fine with that. Like, if you can sub a tight ends out at wide receivers to help your run game, why shouldn't you be able to sub wide receivers at tight end to help your pass game? Like, yeah, I feel like the biggest thing with the pass game is people are embarrassed when they get dotted up, and that's why they're like, no, I want to see it nerfed. Like, dude, getting dotted up. Yeah, you're like, wow, this guy's, showing me that he's a superior gamer right here this drive. Like, I don't see it. Whereas, like, getting run on is like, okay, well, they just fell forward 3 yards. I had a guy to stop him in the backfield, but he got a first down because reach for it. It's just, I don't know, it feels different to me.
Yeah, this is the worst start I had to a game. Jeez, I was really on a 4th down 10. I actually win this game, too. No, I do agree with that. Like, but, I don't know. I feel like with passing, like, there are games where you can pass and like, I don't know, make like quote unquote, we call it guess passing, where you kind of pick like 50-50 and you just are right. And it is really frustrating to see someone guess pass on you and like continue to get correct a few times. And all it takes is a few big gains, like, and you're going to be in a close Madden game with someone who's not that great. Like, I don't know. So I kind of understand. I don't know. I actually do wish zones were a little better on All Pro. I will stand by that. I wish they were. But the run game is better on All Pro too than All Madden. The run game on All Madden's harder.
Yeah, I think zones are fine on All Pro until we see guys with 99 zones not reacting. I'm willing. Like, obviously, I have no fucking voice in it, but like in my opinion, I think zones are fine. Once we see 99 zones out there, and once we're like, okay, now they're not reacting, which happens in Madden. But like, dude, I've seen some wild fucking plays out of Dion that I'm just like, I don't want more of that shit. Even more wildness out of Dion. Like, I've seen like soft squats bait the fuck out of me so often. Well, not often, but like a few times. I'm like, how the fuck did he play that route? Like, what the fuck was he doing?
Where they come down, right? Where they come down.
Yeah, he baited me on a goddamn post like he was man to man. Shifted off of it like 7 yards into the break. Got back and picked off my other fucking throw. And I'm like, what the shit? I don't know. Soft squats, I feel like they got some real solid potential, and I just because they're so unusual. I don't know. Maybe that's me.
No, I've seen where soft squats will like kind of play down and like will dive catch a like if they have acrobat, will dive catch a table route. That actually happened to me earlier this game. I think it was a cloud, but it was literally the first time I dropped back to pass. I threw a table route and threw a dive catch acrobat. Someone asked me in chat to define a guest pass, just like basically any time where you're using between two routes and you could lurk either of them, and they just kind of choose to throw to one and you lurk the other. Like, that's what a quote unquote guest pass is. It's I don't even know if I want to say it's a dot, but like it's open, but you didn't know it was going to be open. Yeah, like which is theoretically it's a bad read. Like, you're not making the right play. Now, if you're throwing that type of shit on 4th down, you have to throw something. Like, that's different. But
yeah, 49ers, like, that's the problem with Niner. Like, the Madden 18 style of if you have a clear out on a streak and you throw a post or a corner behind it, and the streak plays the post even though their back was turned, that shit is really bad. Like, and I hate those kind of zones, those psychic zones, and that's why, like, I've been scared and scarred, truly, by Maddens of past and zones breaking psychically, that I don't want them to touch that because I know they're gonna fuck it up.
No, I mean, if what you're saying is more preventative thinking, then I agree with you. Like, I do. Even last year, think about the game we had at launch compared to what we ended up playing. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
To the point where people didn't play clouds on their field. People literally didn't have flat zones. Because you could throw at a deep third and gain like 3 yards.
Yeah. This year is a lot better because guys get upfield quicker. I love what they did to the quick pass game with that, with like guys being able to like be realistically thrown to in the flat, and they can actually get upfield rather than taking 3 seconds to transition.
Yeah.
I think that's still more than anything the difference between the 2 years too, because like what the fuck?
They definitely don't rally down. Yeah, I mean 3rd and 7, he kind of, I don't know. Guess he just didn't think I'd have a cloud out there. I got lucky. Yeah. No, I was what the heck was I even saying? I don't even remember. They rallied down to the flat really quickly last year. But I was gonna say on like motion slants and stuff this year, you get really bad racks. Like, there are still really, really bad racks in the game, which are frustrating. Yeah,
especially against man coverage. And I think your point about poke outs is well taken too. I hate that poke out shit where you're running and then like you get poked out like a couple steps later and it's dropped even though they're behind you.
Yeah, no, it's a miserable feature. Actually, lost me my first game versus S2nd. So, like, just something I guess you deal with. But like, I don't know. That's where I will stand, and I'll die on the hill of this is the most frustrating Madden I've ever played, and of the past 5 that I've played.
How? Like, I honestly can't understand how.
How is this so much stuff that just
last
my blood.
The year before?
I rage more playing this game more than I've raged at any Madden. Doesn't mean I don't think it's a better game than last year. Like, I think it's a better game than last year. There are so many things that just make my blood boil. Look at that right there. It clicks me onto Dion. When I have a pick. It clicks me onto Dion on the guy behind him. Oh my gosh.
Are fucking terrible. I agree. Yeah, click-ons need to change. Baker, thanks for tier 2 sipping. Oh, what's up?
Oh, I was saying Game Bread. I lost to the runner-up. He was also the runner-up last year of the whole club. Lost to him twice, both games by 3.
Hey, what's your opinion? Somebody brought up Mazo in chat. What's your opinion on his butt? Did you see that yesterday?
It's cute. It's cute. When I saw the Twitter video, I don't know, it caught me off guard, but I showed it to my younger brother, and he like, before it even happened, he's like, he's gonna show his ass in the mirror, isn't he? And it just happened, and I was like, how do you see that coming? Like,
yeah, but that's some really good anticipation. Is that like a TikTok thing or something? Has that been done a lot before?
I don't know. Well, I've done that type of stuff with my brothers, like, before. Like, oh wow, like I don't know. I just think it's that like funny shit like that. I'll do it to my brother sometimes. This is gonna sound crazy. Well, also I'll say it on stream. Why not? Where I'll be like FaceTiming them and say I'm like in the bath or something. I'll just like flip my camera. Like, I just think it's funny. I don't know. Like, who gives a shit? I'd be like, oh my bad, dude. I was trying to mute.
Oh, my bad.
People gonna be like, oh, what? Like, dude, you do that? Like if you don't think my brothers haven't seen my penis, like, what do you? We grew up together, dude.
I don't think my brothers have seen mine. At least since like oh shit, I just doxed FOXX.
You're kidding.
Damn it.
Oh, I don't care.
No, you show your. That's so weird. Sorry, that's weird as fuck. You're just like showing your junk off to him.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Like, I'll do it to anybody. Like, if I'm like close enough with them and they've like seen, they've seen what I have downstairs. It's then I have nothing to be embarrassed about. In my life.
That's kind of interesting. I mean, like, I guess is it like, are you like, have you done that like at like parties and shit, like showing like the bat wing off?
Oh,
like
no, I've never been like that, but like I have like many videos of like me at like, I don't know, like a pregame, like doing like burpees with just like shoes and socks on, like just completely naked. Other than that, or like doing like basketball drills, like defensive slides. Like,
that's kind of funny though. Yeah, I get you.
Sure, not a grower. I'm neither, sadly. I wish.
A few inches away from an innie, huh? That's sad.
I know. I score over half here. Chat, y'all have any other questions about the game? I know y'all don't like my opinions, but I'm still willing to talk about it.
Will Throne show me his peen for $200? Asked No Bootlickers. What about that? What about the OnlyFans?
My OnlyFans is my ebook website.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
It's cover 3 beaters and blitzes.
And dongs.
Throne's an introvert, quotation marks, just doing naked burpees. Yeah, that's where I say, like, I'm definitely introverted, but like, yeah, I'll do shit like that. Introverts doing naked burpees. Do you think they should fix air trucking? It looks ridiculous. I mean, they should, of course, but like,
yeah.
FOXX, that's been in the game since definitely 18. Was it in 17?
Air trucking wasn't an issue in 19 or 20 that I recall. Or before 18. 18 became air trucking central. The thing about 18 trucking was the fact that the defense just like stopped moving. Yeah, and that was the problem with trucking in 18. And like 18 itself was so overpowered. So overpowered with the run game, both spins, trucking, that kind of stuff. So 18 was a run year for sure because of the ball carrier power more than anything else. So like, I don't know. I don't remember air trucking being a thing in the years as big as 18 and now this year.
You know, I was going to say 18, they had issues with trucking in general. Like, my club series strategy was to run on aggressive with Herschel Walker, triple option, and just try to truck the first person. Because if I got a successful truck, it could be a touchdown. Like, that was literally my offense. And they just never... And yeah, then I guess they kind of fixed... ball carrier moves were horrible that whole year. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, we're broken the whole year.
Yeah,
and then,
really good.
Yeah, no, yeah. Air trucking was a thing throughout that summer. Like, that was what Fitzmagic did at Regs tournaments. He would just run wham and air truck with Jordan Howard, and you couldn't tackle him. Like, yeah, no, I don't remember it from it definitely wasn't, nobody trucked ever in last year, from my understanding. I don't think, people really didn't. Because we had arm bar when that was good. And then I don't remember it in 19. But I don't even remember it from 17. I know trucking was good in 17, but I don't know about air trucking.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel the same way as you. Ronnie Dodd, 6 or 7. What's the weight threshold? I actually don't know that. Niner puts the weight threshold.
247? Question mark? Is it 247? Is that what it is, Niner? It's like around there.
247 for the air truck.
Ability. It is literally 248. Okay, someone says 248. It might be. It is right around there. It's weird. Yeah, it's literally a weight, and then they can just start trucking like crazy. It's not stats or attributes rather. That was bad run stick. The worst run ever.
Niner says 245, and then 246 is there too. So, well,
I would trust Niner.
Let's just round it up. Let's just say 250 and you're safe.
This dude Niner said back in October last year, he said, get the best kicker, best punter, and the fastest O-line, and you'll win games. And look what won the Madden Bowl. The best punter and nothing else. The best punter and kicker and nothing else.
Megalo.
Vernon can't air truck at 244. Yeah, then it's around there then. Vos says, I trust Vos then. 246. That's what it is. So look for players at 246 plus if you want to air truck. One of the funniest things I've ever seen was the replies to that Beecroft tweet.
Oh, that was great. Yeah, where K-Mac was like, look at this cheeser. And then people took it seriously.
He's wanted to do like a screenshot or a clip of like someone DCing, but like an obvious Photoshop that it's me. And like just to see if Twitter would go crazy. And I kind of want him to do
it.
I think they buy it.
You'd be canceled. Man.
I would be canceled.
That'd be worse than that Mr. Golden Sports thing you got into.
I mean, I didn't get canceled or anything over that. It's just a beef.
It'd be uglier.
Was it that ugly? It was not like the community was like split apart. It was just me and Golden Sports going at it one night. Like that was all it was.
That's true. I guess it wasn't that big a deal.
That's the way I view it, at least. I don't think there's really anything else.
So what do you think about going full mutt with comp then? With your comp?
It's
do you
terrible.
like this better than salary cap?
No, it's horrible.
Wait,
it's horrible. No, it's horrible. And anyone who thought it would be a good idea is a moron. It's terrible.
Keep in mind, people said
it's terrible for both sides. It's terrible for every side. Yeah, there were people who all did. They're like, oh, it's just as expensive to have a salary cap team. All you have to do is play weekend league. You don't just, and they nerfed weekend league rewards this year, which doesn't help. But like, I feel like, this is the most I've ever spent on a Madden, and it's not particularly close. I would like to hear your opinion on this. I know there was the day where I was kind of going crazy on Twitter and telling everybody, yeah, I'm a moron for throwing that right there. I have my table route too. I was going crazy on Twitter and saying this is the most expensive Madden ever, and I was losing my mind. And CC was defending it. He thinks that every year was expensive. What was your opinion in terms of, cost to play, pay to play, that whole shindig of Madden 21?
It's always super expensive right away. It's never been a very cheap game in the first month, right? Everybody always freaks out the first month about pay to win, and it is 100% pay to win in the first month or so. And then it's not until we can find our loopholes, we can start grinding a little bit more. About when we hit Christmas, it's about, a non, pay to win as much as possible because the solos are better, the rewards are better for grinding the game. Like, you can stack them a little bit more, you can make money off investments for power-ups. Like, it depends on, how much you care to put the effort in to grind. It doesn't even take a ton of time if, you're watching the Market Monday, not to plug my YouTube channel too much, but, if you're watching the Market Monday and keep up with the market and look out because I'll post videos on loopholes and things you need to take advantage of right there, you'd easily make tens of millions with no money spent, and you still have to put in time. You still have to put in time to those methods. So it is what it is. I don't know. Every year is super expensive early on, and the thing is, the difference between now and back in the day is Madden was way more expensive late in the year. Back when golden tickets were 8 to 10 million, even though we had that last year, we had some, but they ended up knocking down the prices, thankfully, because they increased the pack odds after we fucking rioted.
Had to riot.
Yeah, we had to. I did a video and I was very fucking angry during it about these prices and these pack odds. And everybody's I like it. Everybody's like, oh, it's because of our loophole methods. That's why it's so expensive for golden tickets this year. And then they increased the drop odds. Wait, golden tickets weren't expensive because of our loopholes. They were expensive because of the odds in the packs. Oh wait, yeah, that's right, you fucking dumbasses. So the difference between now and then is now it's a lot easier to free to play. Nobody spent it later in the year, but it's always been expensive early in the year, and I don't see that really changing unless they give people 90 overall teams to start the game. Right? It's always time or money in MUT early on to either grind it or just pay for your top end team. And that's how do you it's like World of Warcraft. It's the same thing. How do you get a top end account right now? You either got to grind it with time or pay somebody, like i.e. Blizzard now. They used to be third-party sellers. You used to have to buy an online account for a couple $1,000s at max level or grind it yourself. So like, I don't see that changing for this style of gameplay, this style of game mode at all. The only thing that I think should change is comp should just go back to regs and, just go that way with it. So that way comp guys don't have to pay for it. They can still get competitive seasons off. And then MUT can be kind of like in its own universe.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's you said a lot of stuff there. Well, first off, I wanted to say what Joe said, and Joe Sellen said in chat, and I was going to mention it. Well, we have training now, and especially in the beginning of the year, ever since we have had training, MUT is incredibly expensive because you have so many things to build. Like, you can add Sprinter to your guys, and you know how expensive that is in the beginning of the year, like compared to late, like. Because the price of Sprinter doesn't change. It's still 1,000 training points, where in the beginning of the year, that's I don't even know what type of core elite that would be and how many coins that would cost to even just get one Sprinter. This year I had double Sprinter early, and that's probably a big reason why.
It cost me 800,000 coins to put Sprinter on my squad within I think it was like a couple weeks of the game launching.
Did you do double Sprinter?
Yeah, all the way up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of coins right there. Like, that's a lot of coins that go into that.
Yep.
I don't know. Personally, I felt like this year was the biggest pay to win year we've seen in the first month. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it hasn't been, bad in years past. I just felt like this was the worst year. And it hurts my heart when I talk to people about MUT, especially people that are more casual, and especially people that talk about getting into it late. I feel like if you wanted to get into MUT right now, you really couldn't, which is kind of sad. And I know not everybody's supposed to have the best team, but I'm almost starting to turn more towards freaking the CFM community. Like, I feel for. I hate what they're doing. I really am grossed out by it. I feel like it just keeps getting worse and worse every year.
Yeah, like I see your point about Sprinter, and I think it's actually you reminded me about budget cards back in the day. Now that I think through it more, like I hate power-ups. I think there's nothing that power-ups offer us that couldn't be replicated on a card, right? Changing your theme teams, the +1s are basically irrelevant in my opinion. So like I don't feel like there's anything on power-ups. They should get rid of them. And then maybe chemistry. We can keep training because we made a lot of coins off of training rerolls and sets and stuff. And for adding chemistries. I like chemistry now more than ever before. But looking back on it, maybe with the budget cards of years past, like Dree Archer, starting the game off with 96 speed, and then okay, that's a silver that's super usable, super competitive online because speed is everything in Madden, and they've kind of gone away from that. I actually see your point a little bit more because there's no budget cards anymore. But looking back to even 18, if we talk about that, I think that was the first year of power-ups, but I don't remember if we didn't have training in 18 that we could quick sell cards for. I think we had sets that year for power-ups.
Right.
And power-ups, I was on a thing for power-ups about how bad they were that year, and they ended up changing them. But 18, a base elite, what was it, Chris Harris, because he had 91 zone, was going for 800, 900K.
I was gonna say but I feel like that's a rare circumstance. But yeah, no, the 91 zone players in the beginning of the year were incredibly expensive. Incredibly.
Yeah, so base elites, Jalen Ramsey base elite was the same thing. Those have always been there. There's always been cards like that are super expensive if you want the best one to quote-unquote compete.
With Jalen Ramsey base elite when?
18. Because he had the 91 zone, right?
No, he didn't. He was he was 100,000 coin card to start the year. It was Sherman, Chris Harris.
Maybe I'm thinking another card then. Yeah.
Yeah, you would be. We got the free Rodney Harrison and Eric Weddle. I think were the 4 common ones. Then Terrence Newman came out later, and he was the cheapest. And you could also get the baby version that was 91.
Yeah.
Boye.
Oh,
Yes,
it was Boye, not Ramsey. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I was just trying to see if you were talking 18 or not. No, I mean I get it. I don't know. I'm not saying it wasn't bad in years past. I just feel like this is the worst year with it. And I just don't know if I just feel like it's going to continue to get worse. And I know Mike said, well, I have this team and I win 18 and 19 weekend league games and that's good. But I know Mike well enough. I could say this. Mike, it's also your job. Like, I don't know. It's not this. This isn't a side gig like for you. Your No Money Spent series is the biggest on YouTube. Like, I don't know. I think I feel for like if I started a YouTube channel right now in college, I feel like I don't know if I'd be able to do it without coin buying now because coin buying has been cracked down so much. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. The thing is, like, do you need all top-end cards to have a YouTube channel right now in Madden? The thing, like, and here's the thing about starting a YouTube channel for
Not
Madden.
necessarily.
Like, the most successful, like, I would say come up in the last few years has been not the expert. He was, like, doing Madden and stuff, and he's like, wait, I don't need to do Madden. I could do, like, NCAA 14. So, like, there's other things you can do, like, and then the other one before, like, looking back to, like, Laserbeam. Laserbeam did Madden content and blew up, but he didn't really do MUT very much at all. He did, like, funny shit on the field and, like, testing, that kind of stuff, and crazy kind of videos like that. So, like, you don't need to have, one, a MUT team, or two, the top-end cards. MTG got a great No Money Spent account. Mike doesn't have a single top-end card. So, like, all you have to be is entertaining, right? You can, like, how many series are like, oh, I got an 80 overall team. Let me see if I can win with it. Like, there's a lot of creative things you can do. Just because a lot of people don't have imagination and they want to copy what they see doesn't mean you need to do that, right? Just because people coming up aren't original has no bearing on the effect of not being able to create a channel.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you said.
Yeah.
It's going to be harder. It's going to be a lot harder.
Laser had a huge fan base. Laser built his fan base from Madden, and then he moved on to other games.
Yeah.
Madden videos were his first videos that were huge.
Oh, someone said something in chat I thought was really good that I wanted to read.
MMG's Wheel of MUT is one of the most popular with a bunch of bums and a few good cards. Yeah. Wheel stuff. Although a lot of people are doing wheel stuff now, too.
Yeah. Heck, people told me my Mutopoly series was copying MMG's Wheel of MUT, which is people apparently you just copy everything if you do anything.
Well, I mean, it's not like a spin the wheel for cards was a new topic. I was doing that same thing in what was it, 16?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if anything, Spencer FC was doing it in FIFA 15, like with Wheel of Function.
Like, oh yeah, so it's like it's
the FIFA community.
It is what it is.
It's just the
that was
internet.
A bad read. You should pick that. Disappointing to pick that one too.
Where? Oh, I'm behind.
Oh, all right. It's you should be coming up to you in a couple seconds. Best way to boom on YouTube is regurgitate FOXX content 2 days later. There are people that are actually doing pretty successful doing that, but not every video's like that for them. Just some important ones. Your boy Pizza, one of the biggest Madden YouTubers, also doesn't really do MUT. Eric Rayweather. Eric Rayweather doesn't really put out MUT content at all either. Rayweather.
Well, no. We're looking for examples of people that don't put out MUT content. I mean, we can go on for days of people that have successful MUT YouTube channels of MUT content, like Bengal and RBT and even Soft TV. Like, there are so many people who do different types of Madden content. Maybe I should amend what I'm saying and let's look at it more in terms of streaming. It'd probably be pretty hard to be a top streamer and not spend a lot of money on the game, or not spend quite a bit, or have a ton of time. Then again, if you're streaming, you probably have a lot of time anyway. I don't know. I'll just say this. Yeah, I'm just happy it's got in. I'm happy I got in. I'll just say that, and now I can justify. Now when I do my tax write-off, yeah, it hurts, but at least it was quote unquote an investment. Like, it had a return.
Yeah,
there are a lot of
people getting into the game now doing gameplay card reveals. It's just so saturated. I mean, like,
I hate that.
Money, how are you gonna get a return on it? Right? Like, I saw like J Tibbs did a video on his Twitter about how it's a bad idea to get into competitive instead of content creating. And I wanted your opinion on that in a second, but like, it's also a bad idea to get into content creating if you're looking to spend $10,000 a year on cards. It's just not a good return on investment. You're just hoping to make it big, right? It's kind of like I think, what is it? Freakonomics did a thing about like the was it Freakonomics or another book I read on it? I don't know. But like they did think about like the drug dealing trade, right? And not to compare the two because it's not even close to the same thing. But this I'm going to compare it anyways because I'm a bad comparison guy. Anyways, like everybody gets into it thinking they're going to be like the kingpin, the Pablo Escobar, but like they start off on like the low end, making like less than minimum wage every single day, thinking they're going to be the big thing. So like everybody's trying to invest in like their future, and sometimes you got to sit back and think like, hey, maybe that's not worth it, right? Maybe I could be doing this some other way of trying to advance myself. So like, you're not going to become thrown by spending money. You're going to become thrown by making entertaining content.
Oh, dude. Oh, my perspective of YouTube when I was watching, I used to literally think like, oh, if I could just spend money, this is what I'm talking when I was young. If I could just spend money on packs like these guys, I would get YouTube views. Like that was just my perspective of it, like coming in. And it's so incredibly incorrect. Like I used to watch Token like Madden 16 and 15 and think like, oh, if I could just spend money on packs, like people would watch me like they watch Toke. Like, no, I was an idiot. Like, that's not it at all. But in terms of the competitive argument, and J-Tib is someone I've known for a long time, but I don't necessarily agree with him because I don't think they're making the same points. Like, yeah, no, it's not a good quote unquote investment for a lot of people, but I don't think that's the reason why they play competitive Madden. Like, it's not to try to make money. It's more they're trying to live a dream of this is an income that they can make and live off of, and do something that they really, really love for a few years. Like, and they love competing. They love playing the game. They're going to play the shit out of it anyway. And also, by the way, I don't like this just do content creation. I know Panty said it in the chat. It got FOXX, you know. Not many people can do content creation. Like, that is such a blanket, like, just do it. Just do content creation. Like, what are you going to do?
It takes a lot of hours. Like you see the end product, you're like, oh. And to be fair, a lot of my videos, I just open OBS and record for a few minutes. But like, I did videos in the past that literally have taken me like 10 to 20 hours, and like, okay, views are okay on them. Like, and it's frustrating sometimes. But yeah, it's like, just do content creation, bro. It's good in theory. It's hard to execute, and the time that you commit to it, because like you have to be on, you have to prep your video. Like, I rip open OBS, but I like, you know, obviously take notes. It's like, so there's prep work. You got to create thumbnails that are compelling. You got to know titles. You got to, you know, interact with the community. So there's a lot more into content creation. Just do it. Whereas playing competitive, if you love Madden, if you play it and you're like, I'm good at Madden, I'm going to sign up for these tournaments. I'm going to register and I'm going to play them. It's like basically like money you're making on top of your entertainment hours at some point. And like content creation is the same thing. Maybe I just enjoy making videos, and then like the advertising revenue off of it from the YouTube hits is like money on top of it. And that's kind of how it started for me. I was like, you know what? I really enjoy Madden Ultimate Team. I haven't felt this joy from Madden since the aughts. And because Madden franchise had gone downhill since Madden made the transition to the 360 generation. It was trash. And then I got into it because a coworker of mine recommended it, and I'm like, dog, this is awesome. How do I get into this more? And I was like, I want to do a YouTube channel. And like, I talked to Foxy a lot about it. And she's like, so you gonna do it? You puss? She didn't play that last part, but like, that's just kind of how I got into it. Is like, I just wanted to do it. And it's the same thing with comp. It's like, you don't put all your eggs in your basket, but basically, you're right, a hobby that goes and gets you money sometimes. So that's how I felt about both the things almost. So well, it's not like definitive.
Well, I mean, you mentioned what goes on behind the scenes for people like us, not for people that are just starting. Like, okay, let's say you remember starting from ground zero. Yeah, you have to. How much harder it was then than it is now? Yeah, I made content on Call of Duty back in 2013. I didn't have over 1,000 views on a video till 2017, basically 2016. Like when I switched from Call of Duty to 2K to Madden, and I was still dog shit on camera until to late 2018, early Madden. Late 2019. Like, I was dog shit on camera until I finally something about it when I watched my videos like kind of clicked. Like, oh, like you can be a little better. I don't know. I put in a lot of videos, and a lot of really, really, really bad fucking videos. Yeah. For no return at all. I don't. It's just not that simple. Like, and we're not even talking about learning how to. You said doing thumbnails. We're not talking about learning. Yeah, and you get to see some of these
Those
like trailers. I have
bad.
so many privated videos, by the way. So many. I've kind of kept up like the quote unquote best ones. There are some gems in there. Like this Cavs pump up one. That was one of the best. I played a little bit of Parkitect at a time. That was fun. Mike. I was testing a Madden series thumbnail, so I tested it on my first video so that no one would see it, and I just have it public now. And I just never took it off, so I have a Madden thumbnail on that Call of Duty video. But I have so many privated videos back there with no views. I didn't make $1 off YouTube until 2019, basically. Like, and anyway, what I was saying was you were talking about putting hours into, let's say, into making a thumbnail. That's assuming you know Photoshop. We're talking about putting hours into editing. That's assuming you know Vegas, or you assuming you know Premiere. Oh wow.
Oh, that shit. My shit's so bad. Like I put out. I think it was 46 videos I put out before I had more subscribers than videos posted. 46 videos.
Okay.
Yeah. So I haven't really privated a whole lot, but yeah, my old shit's like. I didn't understand it. I thought people would want stuff that like simple titles that like weren't clickbait, and I was wrong. I was so wrong.
Madden 15 Mutt budget team number 2.
Exactly.
I love it.
How trash. So that's like I learned on the fly. I had no clue how to do any of that. Like look how bad this shit is. Like I don't even have thumbnails for a lot of videos.
Like something like Sunday Mailbag episode 4 just like is a perfect example of what someone who doesn't really do YouTube or do anything on the internet would look at that and be like, oh, that title makes sense. That's what it is. What the fuck's gonna make you click that? You got to try to get them to click it. Doesn't necessarily being clickbait, but like clickable, and then providing providing content that they watch, like coming through on that clickbait, quote unquote. Like, and that's the goal on YouTube. But yeah, no, I see something like that, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That's one of your first videos.
Yeah,
I try.
So like, even though you say you didn't know, I think you have to put out a lot of bad content before you put out anything good. And I think people are like, I don't know if they're afraid or whatnot, but like, that's literally the game. I think I found out about you. Yeah, I found out about you in 17 is where I started watching you.
There's some shitty videos back there. These are fun to watch. This is me living in an apartment in college. Fucking user in the D-line.
Are you really?
In my first Madden videos, I am using the D-line. Like, I'm not kidding. Awesome. In my first like Madden 17 videos, I am on the fucking D-line, just fucking getting after it with power moves.
You popped pretty good in 17 at 13K, 25K.
It was the How I Made 2 Million Coins video. Went for like 65,000 views or something like that. Wow. And anything I did coin making did great. Also, 16 seed upsets, and then UMBC won, beat Virginia. So that video has like a lot of views now, randomly.
I did see that.
Some funny shit. Funny shit. What a time. But you go through all the, like, I'm still looking back at this, and this is like, look how many videos I've put to, like, I still consider these thumbnails and like titles and my content dog shit at this time, and I'm 100+ videos in, way over. So like,
really, these are great thumbnails. Dog, I don't know what you're talking about. These are phenomenal thumbnails. Dog, if somebody did thumbnails today like these thumbnails, these would be good thumbnails. What are you talking about? Let's compare to.
I don't think they're that.
Those circle thumbnails.
Hey, subscribe to this YouTuber before Madden 18. It's got FOXX.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said, I remember that one.
I learned so much from you in Madden 17. I had to pay back.
Oh, appreciate it, bud. I saw your Madden in real life is dominating on TikTok now.
Somehow, and Instagram accounts are stealing it and not crediting me. I get tagged in it all the time, and they're just like, follow the at the footballism for more content. And I'm like, well, it's not fucking yours. Like why would they follow you? Like you're profiting off it. Shit. But both of them. And one of them was a Madden 20, like with linebackers not animating, and I just put it up because I figured everyone would be able to relate to it. But like,
Yeah,
there are a
still
lot of
happening.
comments where people are like, this dude clearly doesn't. I mean, it does still happen, but like, you can just sub safeties there, and like, they're gonna play the shit out of the ball.
Oh yeah, 100% still happens. It's the other one that wasn't relatable. It was the other one that I thought was the interception camera has changed this year. Now it like forces you.
Yeah. My bad. Yeah, they're both actually not that. I really don't think they're either of them really relatable. But I knew posting the interception camera, everyone would be able to like relate to it in terms of they've all had that issue before, but it's just not a current issue. We still do have issues with the interception camera turning around, like where you'll run into people. Yeah, no, they're actually not that relatable, and they went for 2 million and 1 million views. Like, it's TikTok is so discoverable. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's every time I check it, I'll have like 600 new followers.
Yeah, it is quite. I don't even know if some of it's fake, but like somebody asked like in chat, why do YouTubers use arrows and O faces? Look at his videos with his face and arrows in it. Look at the views here. These numbers all over 100,000, 150,000. Look at my videos with none of that. 63 views, 79 views, 1,000 views. I keep going down. 714, 113 views. Like, so it's there's a reason. It works. People click that shit.
Yeah. Goal is to create clickable thumbnails. Not all those are super clickable. I look at them and I'm like, oh, I wish I would have done them differently. But like, arrows are a really easy tool to use to like, I don't know, they stand it on a page and they show you a place to look. Like, it's easy. And you should be using them. Like, you really should be. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to have red arrows. Like, but like, there is a stigma behind it. You know, it kind of shows clickbait, but like, it's almost normalized on YouTube. I know people don't want to follow what everyone else does, but like, it's easy. Makes it a lot easier.
Yeah. All right. One last thing before I let you go. Hey, I'm trying to set up my defense here. I think I'm switching over. So I got a couple one steps ahead and inside stuff currently. I'm thinking about going back to double or nothing. And then what if have you tried a lot of double or nothing or not?
Okay, so I had double or nothing on my club lineup, and it was good. When it works, it activates like a pass rush elite animation from last year where they shove them and they'll like backpedal, like, and they'll run right by him. But it's I don't know when I come back to MUT what I'm going to spend my AP on. I'm definitely going to keep inside stuff because people don't. By the way, hey chat, you see an inside stuff, double team him, and he's not going to do anything.
But he still takes up a double team, which allows a linebacker to fly through.
Yeah, which does help. It is going to make your run defense better, but like, you're at least not going to get inside stuffed. Like, but you know, I am still going to carry one inside stuff for sure. Double or nothing's fine.
I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking about doing. So I haven't tried this out yet, and let me know in the chat if anybody else has tried this. So I'm gonna have that double or nothing, and then Mr. Big Stop, because Mr. Big Stop on 3rd and 4th down, you get half your pass rush points back. And then you use your 2 pass rush points on double or nothing to get the dominant win. And so like I feel like they combine. I was gonna test it today. Have you ever tried anything like that?
No, we've messed with all the D-line abilities, and the ones we thought were good were there's double or nothing, and then another one that a few of our guys are gonna. I actually can't really say. I don't think they'd be happy if I did. But there's another one that people are running, and it is not Mr. Big Stuff. But I don't know. I didn't really buy the other one. I ran double or nothings, and that was it. I don't know. Also, defensive abilities suck in the first place. So like, I think Acrobat's good. Acrobat's probably the best you can get for 1 AP. But like, there aren't that many game-changing ones, which maybe that's a good thing. Like, after last year.
CC's running it now too. Chat. Oh, CC.
What's CC running?
Matador is good. Is Matador good?
No, I don't even know what Matador is, to be honest. I did mess with like swim club, speedster. I've tried everything. Like, I just feel like I don't shed. I just feel like I don't. But when I'm under center, like when I pass, I just get my brain shedded in. Like, I don't know. It's just I feel like everyone thinks that your guys don't shed, but
I've heard instant rebate grants pass rush point. Yeah, instant rebate's solid, I think. But I was thinking like now 3rd and 4th downs, I have guaranteed dominant pass rush wins, and I don't mind that. For half my downs. Let me check CC's video. All right, J-Bot, check and let me know. Bogo, like a lot of these things combo. Like Bogo would combo with it, but like free pass rush move after spending a point. I'm spending 2 and getting 1 back, but this is like every 3rd and 4th down. They use unpredictable.
Like an anti-threat detector.
Yeah. Unpredictable is what they use. Sheds wins less likely to have blocker resistance. Unpredictable good or not?
Don't really know much about it.
Okay. CC runs double nothing, Mr. Big Stop, and instant rebate. But he runs all of that together.
Oh, really? Dang.
He runs all 3.
I mean, geez. I might need to mess with it.
That's a lot.
I might need to stack some of these and try them this weekend. I will be playing this weekend league and see how it goes.
You booting up stream tonight or tomorrow?
I'm trying to decide which. I'm definitely gonna stream. I'm excited to come back. I took a really, really much needed break. It'll be good. I'm excited. I'm excited to be back live. I also think I'm a little bit better at the game than I was, whenever the last time I streamed. So I don't think I'll be as frustrated. But yeah, I'm excited for it. We'll see. Either tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, we need to figure out how I'm gonna spend these defensive abilities points because I don't got a clue.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so I like
having,
I
appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, you're gonna run a lot of acrobats too. I think I'm gonna run more acrobats now, and get rid of the one step aheads.
They're really, really good on all Madden. They're probably fine on all pro. All Madden, just the players break more, so like they're gonna play more stuff, and when you add acrobat to it, they're gonna jump stuff that you don't think they were gonna get to. But,
yeah, I definitely 100% agree.
And it's only 1 AP, so like you can put it on a bunch of guys. But I don't know. I'm probably gonna run zone this weekend, so I don't think I'm gonna mess with one step ahead, but maybe I should. You got 2 of them, right?
Defensive rally. So people in chat said too to add the pass rush points. Huh? Defensive rally. Where's that at?
That one is good.
Adds a pass rush point to all linemen on 3rd and 4th down. All linemen. So you're gonna get 2 defensive rallies. Jesus. So defensive rallies, double or nothing, and then even the other one I talked about, Mr. Big Stop or something. Huh? That might be the move. I might try out and combine that shit together. Does defensive rally stack? I don't know. Does defensive rally stack? Who knows? I would assume so.
It seems like it would.
Yeah.
I want to see all 10 ability points spent on the D line this weekend. I want to know how it goes. That's my. I'm serious. I'm serious. Like, yes. Let me know if they went wild for you, so I can sit and stock cover 3 sky. Like, please, and not think. I need it.
Yeah. 3 pass rushers, double purples, double hard flats, and then use the whole middle of the field with your lurking Taylor Mays or Isaiah Simmons, where they have 15-yard picks. I love it. We'll try this shit out. I love it. All right, thanks, Thrawn. Appreciate you.
I appreciate it. Hey, chat, I love y'all. I know we butt heads sometimes. I appreciate you guys, too. Hey, thanks for having me.
They love you, too. They love you, too. We're all just passionate. Everybody go check out Throne.
Love me. They love me unless I disagree with you. then it's fucking, put him in a body bag.
We're coming for you!
You got him speechless, Gut Fox. His argument's so terrible.
Get your pitchforks. Let's drive him out of town. Tar and feather. Woo! Definitely W interview. Thanks. Yeah, for sure, Mike. All right. Take it easy, Throne. Later, bud. Talk to you soon.
Love you too. Later.